So I don't care who you are or what you specifically do, if you are a musician, chances are you could benefit from one of these.
Yeah, no, I'm studying like a milli rocket.
What's going on, guys? My name is Zak Kincaid. I'm a musician and creative entrepreneur, and today we are talking about the Akai MPK Mini Mk3. Now, if you're new to the channel, I make videos all about how to take your artistry to the next level, whether it's the music you make, the steps that you take, or the tools to create. So if you want to see more videos like that, go ahead and subscribe now. Seriously, over 98% of you who keep coming back and watching my content are not subscribed, and it would help me out a ton if you just hit that subscribe button, which is absolutely free for you. So here we are, the Akai MPK Mini Mk3. I got the special edition white one. I think the contrast looks really cool. I'm not a big fan of the original colors. It just looks a little plasticky to me, so I went with the special edition. Now, what many of you probably don't know is my first video on this channel was all about how to get in music production on a budget. And in that video, I recommended getting the Akai MPK Mk2 because I firmly believed that that was the all-in-one solution for those who want to start creating music and getting into beat production. Well, I ended up upgrading some of my gear and got rid of my Mark II because there were a couple quirks with that in particular that just kind of didn't really benefit my workflow. But earlier this year, Akai released the MPK Mk3, and I'm gonna be honest, I've been looking at this for a little bit before I've purchased it, but I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet before the holiday season. Mainly because Akai has fixed a lot of the issues I was having with this device in particular, while keeping the price point the exact same. So if you're trying to buy that musician in your life a last minute gift, or if you have that extra Christmas money lying around and you're looking to pick up some music instruments, I guarantee you cannot go wrong with this, and I have a link in the description for you guys to purchase it. So a step further that Akai took with this one is that they're including MPC Beats. It's their new free-to-use software, and basically it is a full beat-making suite. It's a little limited when you compare it to something like Machine or to Ableton or even Logic Pro at that point, but for those just getting started, it is very, very good, and we're gonna get into that later in this video. On top of that, it comes with a couple beat packs. It comes with Hybrid 3, which I've actually had for 4 years now. I used the plugin a lot more than I thought I would. Looks like we get a mini grand acoustic piano and Velvet vintage electric piano. And all the software comes free with the purchase of the device. And here it is out of the box. As you can see, it's actually fairly small, which is a very, very good thing, honestly. The reason I picked this up is because I'm going home for the holiday. I don't want to carry my full 61 key keyboard with me. It's huge. It would just take up a lot of room. This is going to fit perfectly in my backpack, and it gives me beat pads as well. Even though I use a lot of Native Instruments plugins, they're all quite a bit bigger than this, and they wouldn't fit in my bag, so it kind of negates the point of having them. A couple of things they've changed on the Mark III in particular that I enjoy are the infinity knobs. Now, no matter where your knob is when you plug it in, it's gonna start at 0. You don't have to worry about canceling it out and then doing your measurement again. These beat pads are revamped and they feel amazing. Everyone back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s even was using Akai. They were the go-to for beat making pads, and it's no different here. You get that high quality MPC style pad. The keyboard itself has a little bit more resistance, which is great. It doesn't feel as toyish. It feels more refined. It still has the expression wheel, which I honestly don't use that much, but a small thing they did is it actually, if you can see it, it like slants up, whereas the other one was more of your traditional joystick where it went straight up and then had a knob at the top. This one kind of like angles up. That's a big deal when you're throwing it in and out of a bag because it means it's not gonna get caught on as much. It has an OLED screen, so you can kind of see what you're controlling. And finally, it has different program modes, so it can perfectly sync up to whatever DAW you are using. Before with the Mark II, you had to go in and map all of your control knobs every time you started a project. It became quite a bit of a headache for me, but with this one, I can actually just program it to Logic Pro. You get a bank A and B, so you can actually switch between 16 different pads that you can have synced up. Now, enough talking about it. I'm gonna go ahead, get it plugged up, and see exactly how easy it is to make music with this device. All right, so I've got everything set up. I just wanna make a quick side note. You don't have to have the MPK Mini to use this program. You can actually download it and use it with whatever device you have. If you wanna just click and drag or use your keyboard to input stuff, you can do that. It's 100% free for either Windows or Mac. So if you have a computer, there is no excuse that you can't make beats. You actually can record audio vocals in here, but it's more for chopping them up, sampling them over any kind of song you have. You wouldn't want to record a full vocal in the MPC Beats. I mean, it is free. There are limitations to it. Now, one of the best things about this program with the keyboard in specific is that it will 100% grow with you. So let's say you've been using this for a while and you want to go a little bit more professional, you want to get more stuff going. This keyboard allows you to do that because it integrates with other DAWs. Even if you just purchase MPC 2.0, you upgrade, which by the way, if you buy the MPK, you can upgrade to MPC 2.0 for only $100, which is a very, very good deal. Both this program and the keyboard can live inside whatever DAW you use. For instance, in Logic, I can open this entire program as a plugin in Logic and still do all of my beat creation. And it's not just for Logic, it's for many different DAWs. You can actually hit Program Select. Like that, we are programmed to work best for Logic Pro. These faders will now respond to Logic Pro. Seriously, you don't need much more than this when it comes to beat making, especially if you're just starting out or if you're just trying to supplement your workflow as it is. Now, this video is about the MPK Mini, but I will be doing a full video on the free MPC Beats program and exactly what all you can do with it, because it's pretty powerful. So if you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe now. Enough is enough. Let's go ahead and make a beat. Now, I'm going to keep it extremely, extremely simple. I want to show you just how easy it is to make a beat. I'm just going to load in one of these kits, play around with it, and have a beat out of it with one kit. I'm not gonna do a bunch of different tracks. That's how you should do it if you're actually trying to make a song out of it. That way you can export it. You know, you can export your drums, you can export your synths, and it's easier to mix. There's a whole thing that goes into that. But for this purpose, we're gonna have one sequence, one track, and one of the free kits loaded in, and we're gonna make a beat out of just that one kit. It is super, super simple. I want something lo-fi. And we're just going to take the one at the very bottom, drag and drop over to the beat pad. Everything should be loaded in. And there we go. The kit is already mapped for us. We have two different banks. Well, there's our melody. Literally hit one pad. Let's see, what else we got? Ooh. Okay, so there's an 808 there. Okay, a little delay pan. So how you build a beat is obviously up to you. A lot of people like to start with the drums. On this one, I think I'm gonna start with the melody just because I found it with one click. So we're gonna just go ahead and record that in. We have the groundwork for a beat right there, and it's literally just a sample from the pack. Now I could go in and chop up this beat to make it my own, but as I said, I'm doing this as simple as possible to show you how easy it is to get music. And the cool thing is, if you weren't watching this video right now, you would have no idea that that was all from a click of a button. Sometimes the simplest beats can be the best. Cool. Just let it go through again. Okay, so now, if you heard it, I actually missed on that last one, but the cool thing is, you can just grab it and move it over to where you needed it to be. Got quantizing going on, which I do not like. Quantizing is really, really nice after the fact. I hate when it records in with the quantize. It's just a little bit off the beat, but it's like, I like that. I don't like if it's straight on the beat. I like that it's a little bit off. So we're just gonna play it back. I'm gonna go over to pad 1 because it was mainly drums. We're gonna play it back and we're just gonna get some drums in it. Easy, easy money. Let's go. 2, 3, 4. I could go ahead and quantize it, put it all on the beat very, very easily. But for the purpose of this, I think it sounds good how it is. It's got a little bit more life. It sounds a little bit more human. Now, as I mentioned, that's very, very hot for a snare. So we're going to go through, bring the velocity of both of these down. The things were a little too loud as well. Let's bring those down. As I said, keeping it very, very dumb, honestly. And sometimes dumb is the best you can do. I want that somewhere. I want that somewhere. I don't know where. Let's just mess around. That's what beat making is. You literally just mess around. Putting that on the first hit of the measure. It's a little bit of music theory there. If you don't understand, just look it up, honestly. Money. Literally, we haven't left this sample pack yet. Let's see if that little combo works. Now that we have it, let's go ahead and take a listen to it. Keep in mind, this was all from one kit. I would highly recommend getting different samples from different places, different kits, but I just wanted to show you how quick and easy it is to actually make some music. So here we go. Obviously, if I was to expand on this beat, I would not use the same kit because some of the stuff just doesn't go together. But I just wanted to show you, kind of the sound you can get from just one kit. And you have hundreds of these for free just for purchasing this. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave it a like. I am going to be doing a more in-depth version of MPCB. This was just kind of a quick overview all within one sound pack. This beat could be much, much better by utilizing some of the features within this program. So if you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe. If you have any questions or you want to connect with me, leave it down in the comments and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching and take care.